as for this week, looking ahead on Tuesday, October 25th at 8:20 p.m. Eastern, 020 UTC on the 26th, a Russian Soyuz 2.1A will launch the Progress 82 cargo mission to the International Space Station. Also on Tuesday is a partial solar eclipse. It is a new moon, and the new moon coincides with the moon passing in front of part of, but not all of, the sun. Let's see, this will be the 25th of October at 6:48 a.m. Now, I don't have a map of the where that's going to be visible from pulled up right now, but if you want to look it up, timeanddate.com is a good place to go. Just look up the partial solar eclipse on 25 October. Possibly on Thursday, October 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 0000 UTC on the 28th, a SpaceX Falcon 9 will launch more Starlinks from Vandenberg in California. The date and time on this one are all over the place. Different schedule sites are saying 8:30 Eastern on the 26th, 8 p.m. on the 27th, and 9 p.m. on the 27th. But I'm going to go with 8, and we'll just have to wait and see when SpaceX tweets about it to get the actual time. A couple hours later, starting at 10:15 p.m. Eastern on the 27th, 02:15 UTC on the 28th, is coverage of the rendezvous and docking of Progress 82 at the International Space Station. Another possible launch is on Friday, October 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 0000 UTC on the 29th. A Virgin Orbit air-launched LauncherOne rocket will launch from the UK for the first time, with the 747 carrier plane Cosmic Girl taking off from Spaceport, Cornwall in the UK. Previous LauncherOne flights have flown from the Mojave Air and Spaceport in California. I say possible launch because the launch date and time were only listed on one of 3 schedule sites, and Virgin Orbit's own press releases only speak of an early November launch. As always, keep an eye on the calendar for changes, and subscribe and activate notifications for Raw Space so that you don't miss any live streams. The mission, dubbed Start Me Up, will include payloads from 7 customers, both government and commercial. IOD-3 Amber will provide space-based maritime domain awareness for ships. Prometheus 2 consists of 2 CubeSats from the UK Ministry of Defence's Defence Science and Technology Laboratory, or DISTAL. CIRCE, or Coordinated Ionospheric Reconstruction CubeSat Experiment, is part of a joint mission between DISTAL and the U.S. Naval Research Lab. Dover, by RIA Group, is a Pathfinder smallsat for resilient global navigation satellite systems like GPS. Forge Star Zero by Forge Star Zero by Space Forge of Wales is a returnable and reusable platform to enable in-space manufacturing, a capability that's been promised for ages but has been very slow to manifest. So, high hopes for that one. Amman is the country of Oman's first orbital mission, an Earth observation satellite that is the first in a planned series of smallsats, in partnership with, amongst others, Polish-based SatRev. Lastly, Stork 6 is the next entry in SatRev's Stork constellation, 2 satellites of which were previously launched by Virgin Orbit. This Virgin Orbit launch is historic in that it will actually be the first ever orbital launch to originate from British soil. The UK did build an... Oh boy. There we go. The UK did build an orbital-class rocket in the 1960s called the Black Arrow, affectionately called the Lipstick Rocket, but they were all launched from Woomera in Australia, not the UK. There's also a new vertically launched orbital rocket called Prime by Orbex Space, which will launch from SpaceHub Southerland in northern Scotland. It's a small vehicle with 2 stages, carbon graphite components, and 3D printed engines similar to the Rocket Lab Electron, though rather than RP-1, it burns green biopropane, which is derived from sustainably sourced agricultural products rather than natural gas refining. Prime's maiden flight is planned for the next year or so.